Okay, Jay, now that we're moving on to more advanced tonic drinks, we've got to have more advanced equipment. So let's start talking about what people need to set up their tonic bars.
Okay, well, something like this is your more basic blender. You can get them anywhere in any sort of Target store or something like that. They generally will cost anywhere between $40, $50 up to like $100. And then we also have a Vitamix here. And Vitamix is one of the top-of-the-line blenders. They cost anywhere between $300 to even $500, and they're kind of the Cadillac of blenders. They go from 2 horsepower all the way up to the XL version, which is 4.2 horsepower. So you get a lot of torque in those blenders, which will really pulverize things nicely, and you can even do more complicated like ice cream drinks in there, which is really nice. But you really don't need that sort of blender for the majority of things that you'd want to make. And for certain ingredients, you can just easily just customize how you're doing your drink, and just for whatever kind of equipment that you have.
So basically, if the motor works, we're good to go.
We're good.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, warm water is a common ingredient for making advanced tonic elixirs.
Yeah. So this is actually a great tool to have. This is a glass teapot, and heating up your water on the stove is, it's the most ideal thing to do. But if you don't have a good teapot, or you just want something even quicker than that, you can get a plug-in teapot too. They're like $40, and you can get a glass one. The main thing that you want to watch out for is for your pot, you don't want aluminum. You don't want anything with
Teflon.
like Teflon, the non-stick coatings,
Right.
because that's going to be coming out in your tea. You're going to be drinking Teflon tea. So, and also with any kind of plug-in pod, you just want to make sure it's glass. So that's very important.
Right.
And then for doing smoothies, we have our bases. You guys have been using almond milk and hemp milk already. The boxed milks are really great for quick and easy. So some people, if they're really on a more of a raw food diet, or they just want more fresh ingredients, then they'll make their own nut milks out of almonds or Brazil nuts or hemp seed, or they'll use raw milk, or they'll just use, they can use water for a base too.
And let me just, real quickly, so if you're making your own raw nut milk, you take the raw nuts, soak them overnight, put them in some water in the blender, blend them up. How am I doing so far?
Yep.
Good?
Very good, very good.
Strain them out?
Yeah, that's the basis. Most nuts you do want to soak for, anywhere between 6 to 12 hours. And then you throw a cup of them in the blender, fill it up with water, blend it really well for a couple minutes, and then strain it with, some people use like a cheesecloth or some kind of just silken cloth, but you can just use a strainer. I mean, any kind of fine mesh strainer will do that just fine. But again, that's more if you really want it fresh and you have the time. A lot of people, they're looking to do things in the most simple way that they can. So the boxed milks are great. I usually recommend something that's just unsweetened, so it doesn't have any added cane sugar already, so that you can customize whatever type of sweetener that you want.